Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll discuss about RIP configuration and verification in Juniper router as part of the JNCIA Lab playlist. And what are we going to do is configure the RIP on Juniper routers, verifying the neighbor establishments and checking the route propagations. And before we do the configuration, let's go through the small theory. So RIP is nothing but your routing information protocol, which was first developed. It's a dynamic protocol to discover the neighbor router. Because in static routing, disadvantage is if you have like one or two router is okay. But if when your network grows, it will be like 20, 100 plus routers. You cannot put static route in all the routers. That will be a manual overhead. To avoid that, we have a dynamic protocol, and first it was RIP as a protocol was first developed, and it's part of distance vector protocol, and it uses a hop count as a metric. So there are two versions in RIP, version 1 and version 2, and RIP advertise all the routes to each pair in every 30 seconds. That's like frequently it is updating its routes to the neighbor, whether it's need or not. It just send the update, and the RIP metric is composed of hop count, and the maximum valid is metric is 15. Anything above 15 hop count is considered as an infinite. So you can have maximum of 15 routers in the network, then only you will be able to use the RIP. So mostly this is deployed only on the satellite as per my experience. Most of them uses the other dynamic protocol like OSPF and time in enterprise or ISAs in the service power provider core. So let's get on to the lab. Okay, in the last video we did discussed about the in detail about the static route. Now what we are going to do, we'll be logging to the both the routers where we have static route, and we'll be configuring the RIP between these two routers. I'm running this router on the container lab. Sorry, I just started instead of SSH. I supposed to do SSH. Connect SSH and see if it is coming. Yes. Okay. Let's quickly verify. Here you can say, right, show route. Yes. Currently, we have the static route config from the previous lab. What I'm going to delete this. Now everything on the base config. What are we going to do now is we are going to configure the RIP. For that, you'll have to go under set protocols, because all the dynamic protocol that you are going to configure, it will be under the protocols. So I can show you can see RIP, you can see RSVP, you can see VPLS, you can see MPLS and OSPF and ISS. It's all configured BGP, it's all configured under the set protocol hierarchy. So what are we going to configure this? Set protocol RIP, then group. Let's say JNCIA is my group, and then neighbor, and we'll have to give the interface. The neighbor interface towards R2 is gig0/0/0. Okay, so my you can see it's added. The same thing that I'm going to do that in the R2. Set protocol, or what I will do, I'll use another option, edit protocol RIP. Instead of setting, I'll go to in deep in hierarchy. I enter into the RIP hierarchy, then set group. Even I can go in depth like edit group JNCIA, then set interface. At the end, you'll have to use set neighbor. Here you can see I enter into RIP, then group, then inside that I am able to do the set. So it's either way that you can do that. If I give show option, it will show you. So I'm going to top and then see show pipe compare. Then I'm going to commit the configuration and R1 and R2. So that configuration what we have done will take effect. Show, run, show, RIP neighbors. Okay, now you can see the RIP neighbor has come up now between the routers, and it uses the destination address of 224.0.0.9 for the discovery. So now when I show route, here you can see I don't have the route that has been shared with a RIP. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a export policy, okay, to distribute the directly connected interface to the RIP. How do I do it? So in Juniper, you have an option called policy statement. You can use that policy statement, right, to manipulate it. To edit policy option, policy statement, JNCIA, okay, then the set, you can go set term on or edit term on. Edit term on from protocol direct set term on done acceptors. Okay, then I can use the command show, okay, term on from protocol direct RIP local, then accept. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to commit this. I'm not going to commit this. Okay, let me commit this. Okay, the policy has been configured. Now what we will do, set protocol RIP group JNCIA export the policy, and we'll do the commit. Then let's go and enter into R2, then show route. Now here you can see the previous output before the export, we don't have the 1.0.0.1 and then a route table. But after we configure it, right, here you can see, sorry, I didn't take the output here, but there I have taken. Okay, so here you can see the loopback has been learned via the RIP, and you can see metric is 2, because even though it is exporting the the directly connected, the loopback metric is 1, and then again it's exporting, so that's why it's showing metric 2. So maximum metric that it can export up to 15 only. After that it will put it into infinite. Now let's go and see in R1. Here you can see I don't have the route of 2.0.0.2, which is a loopback IP of R2, because we didn't configure the policy statement under R2. That's why it's not reflecting. So let's do the configuration here as well. You can see I can configure everything in one line if you know the syntax. Then I'll go and set protocol RIP group JNCIA export policies JNCIA. Okay, I'll do the commit again. Now I'll log into R2. I'll execute and show out. Now you can see we have loopback IP of R2 is learned via RIP in R1. Let's do the reachability check. Yes. Now I'm able to reach the loopback IPs. So let's explore few more outputs of RIP before we close the section. Show RIP neighbors, and you have options like show RIP. There is an option called statistics where you can see the RIP statistics. What are the trigger updates sent, how many updates sent, all the information will be here. Okay, so guys, that's all from this video. So we have successfully configured um, a RIP between the two routers, and we did verified it, and then we did export of the directly connected interfaces, and then we check the reachability. Hope you guys like the video. If you like the video, do subscribe our channel, like and sharing it with friends will help you to grow our channel. Thank you very much for watching.